Hello everyone, I'm Dustin Benzel, and welcome to another Pokemon XY anime discussion. Today's topic, or in this video's topic, we're going to talk a little bit in depth about Ash's Noibat, the cute and adorable bat dragon that Ash is going to catch really soon within the anime, and it's a hatched Pokemon. We're going to talk about what its role within the anime is, and I'm going to try and figure out why the writers would give Ash a Noibat. I've discussed this heavily in other videos, but I want to make this video because there are some more screenshots of Noibat that I want to share with you that didn't quite make it to my other video because I didn't have the time. I don't mean I didn't have the time. I already edited the video and I couldn't put it up as an addendum of some sort or whatever, so I want to talk about it specifically in this particular video. As we all know, as we all should know, Ash released his last Pokemon that he caught, which was a Goodra, when he caught it as a Gumi, leaving Ash's team wide open for nothing. There was some concerns about what it was going to be, but the moment that Noibat was confirmed to be in the anime, as well as that Pikachu short that's that's airing alongside the Hoopa movie, that's when we decided that, that's when I believed that Noibat was going to be a capture within the anime. And because of the ending confirming that it is between Noibat and Eevee, it was always likelier to me that Ash was going to get Noibat because, as I've said, why would the writers wait so long for Ash to get Noibat? And I've said this repeatedly. Well, I don't necessarily mean Noibat because it could have been any other Pokemon. I just mean, why would Ash get a replacement for Goodra? Why would that have taken so long? And it seems my logic did pay off because the next capture within the anime is Ash's Noibat, and it's going to be a Pokemon that's going to appear really soon. Glad the writers and executive producers did agree with me, or at least agreed when they made the episodes that Ash should replace Goodra as soon as possible, because it was not beneficial to Ash's team to release Goodra when it did. When they did release Goodra. So it's really nice that Ash is filling up that 5th slot again really soon. The more surprising factor is the fact that Noibat is going to hatch within its capture episode. Ash and Co. are apparently going to find a random Pokemon egg. Speaking of which, I think there was a better summary that came out for the Noibat capture episode. So hopefully this doesn't cause my movie maker to go all crazy. Let me just see if I can't look it up real quick. But basically it implies that they happen upon an egg. As far as we know, Ash is going to get an egg within the previous episode with Shota, so it's very unlikely. No, well, not really. I don't know what I said in the previous video, but basically, I think there's a little bit more on it, but basically it's a Noibat hatches from the egg the group picks up on their journey. However, it doesn't seem like Noibat can fly. The group starts working on teaching it. Do your best, Noibat. I'm pretty sure I may have already said that in some terms or whatever, but yeah. So Noibat is a hatched Pokemon. It's another egg Pokemon. I guess that continues the series of every generation having an egg Pokemon, basically. Let's see. First generation was Togepi. Second generation was Phanpy. Third generation was technically Eevee. Fourth gen was Cyndaquil. Fifth gen, we didn't see Axew hatching, so that would be Scraggy. And sixth generation, Noibat. Of all of those, it seems that 3 of the 6 have been Ash, and the other 3 have been Ash's female traveling. Oh, 4th gen also had Happiny. I was about to say, well, it's weird that none of Ash's male companions have ever gotten an egg Pokemon, and then as I thought about that, Happiny just jumped into my head. I almost forgot about Happini. I just about almost forgot about Happini there. Brock's Happini in 4th generation. Almost forgot. I probably would have been a stupid moron if I did. But anyway, um, but the problem is, and unlike, say, May and Eevee, where Eevee all it really had to do was make beautiful appeals and stuff, and maybe battle a little bit. But a lot of the other egg Pokemon, for the most part, have been battle ready. The only ones that haven't been battle ready have been Misty's Togepi, um, and Ash's Scraggy. All the other ones have been pretty much battle ready when they hatch. Ash's Phanpy, Dawn's Cyndaquil, Brock's Happiny for the most part. It may have not been battle capable, but it was very strong, which is very interesting. Brock's Happiny was the equivalent of Bam Bam from the Flintstones, if you know that reference. Just a female version of Bam Bam. I think I had to make that distinction. Happiny is a cross between Pebbles and Bam Bam. There you go. um, so anyway, Brock's Happiny was kind of battle ready. I'm not entirely sure it was quite battle ready, but it was kind of battle ready. Dawn Cyndaquil was definitely battle ready since it took head on with Ash's Grottle in the episodes following afterwards. Granted, there's probably a lot of off-screen that happened, so maybe Dawn had Cyndaquil for a week or 2 weeks before then, but it was definitely battle ready during that episode where it was battling against Grottle, and it was still with Lyra and Corey, that when they were showcasing Heart Gold and Soul Silver. And then we run into 5th gen with Scraggy. Scraggy was not battle ready. It had a weak headbutt that just irritated the Pokemon rather than did damage. And its Leer did absolutely nothing. Noibat is already looking like it's not very battle capable. It seems that it has Screech as an attack, which is interesting, I guess, but I don't know if that might be too similar to Scraggy. Scraggy had Leer, which lowered defense, which is just like Noibat's Screech. The only difference is Noibat's Screech actually looks very effective. Everyone is covering their ears for Noibat's Screech, and I'm sure I'll have a clip of all the Pokemon affected. In the preview that came along with the upcoming episodes of Noibat, well, not just Noibat, but certain showcases and other stuff, we don't actually see Noibat screeching and seeing the Pokemon at the same time being affected. What we see is the Pokemon affected, and then it shows Noibat. But I'll show you the affected Pokemon as well, with like around here. So anyway, the problem that I have with Noibat is that it is too beginner, too late. Noibat would have been perfect a long time ago. Now, I can understand why they may have not wanted to do this, because maybe they wanted Ash with a baby Noibat, but the problem is they wanted Ash's fifth jam, Ash's 5th gym to be an extraordinary, shocking, electrifying gym battle because it was so much hyped up. So what they did is that they gave Ash a Goodra to make up for the fact that Ash had a lackluster team at that particular point, which is probably why they released Goodra, so they could give Ash a baby Noibat, and because Goodra served its purpose within the role. Granted, I don't agree that they could have released it. They could have given it to Sycamore for testing, or even Professor Oak or something, and it could come back to the league and help Ash battle against the league. But maybe the writers didn't care about that. Apparently, as far as they're concerned, Goodra served its purpose. So why is Noibat being caught so late within the anime? Within the images that we see of Noibat, one of them is a magazine scan, I believe, where we see a lot of the Pokemon that showed up, well, actually, I think it just has Fletchinder, Chespin, and Bunnelby, not the other Pokemon that we see in the preview, but basically has like Fletchinder in it, and Ash has it, holding it, and it's catching, or Ash is holding Noibat and trying to teach it to fly and stuff. So hopefully, I'm just not really sure why the writers decided to give Ash a Noibat so soon. Or, not so soon, but so late. Especially this kind of Noibat that's hatched. I'm really hoping that Noibat's development is going to be super fast. I hope it can fly very well in the following episode, and then its flying won't be a problem anymore. And then the battles that it will hopefully receive in the near future, hopefully it will do very well. It'll get stronger. It will start learning moves fast. Maybe Ash will use it against Olympia, but the problem with that is I only expect Ash to use Noibat if it's a 4-on-4 double battle. If the battle between Olympia and Ash is just a double battle, just 2-on-2 double battle, I don't expect Noibat to be used. Within that battle, I expect Frogadier / Greninja and Pikachu to be used. I think Hawlucha and Fletchinder are going to take a break. Well, Hawlucha because it's weak, and Fletchinder because I don't know if it would serve any purpose. And so I don't expect Noibat to be used at all, which is a shame because I definitely don't see Noibat being used against Wolfric. Now, I don't expect, if Noibat's going to evolve, I don't expect it to happen until right before the Pokemon League or during. I expect there to be at least 20 or 30 episodes between Noibat's hatching capture episode to the league. So I think there's 30 more episodes before the league, maybe even more, and hopefully then it'll be a little bit easier to swallow Noibat's evolution. It'll probably be the fastest hatched egg that evolves. I don't know how long Dawn had Cyndaquil before it evolved into Quilava, but I guess that doesn't really matter because Sinnoh was a long series. So, yeah, there may be 30 or 40 episodes before Noibat could evolve, but I hope it evolves because, as I said in my other Noibat video, giving Ash an egg Pokemon this late just doesn't make any sense to me, and I really don't think that unless they super speed develop Noibat, I don't think it's going to be as strong as Ash's other Pokemon in the league. And I'm trying to wrap my head around this, why they would do this. The only thing that I can think of is that they really wanted Serena to have an Eevee, but they also wanted one of the next captures to be an egg Pokemon, and they couldn't do that with Eevee and Serena because it's already been done with May, and so I think they decided to do it with Ash and his Pokemon, and that turned out to be Noibat. I'm just not so sure about this, though. I feel like it's coming too late. I mean, there's only 2 gyms left. And if Ash beats Valerie and gets his fairy badge, there's only going to be 2 gyms left. I don't know what the pacing is going to be like for the last two gyms or even the league, but I just don't think there's enough time to develop Noibat into a battling Pokemon if it's not going to evolve. A lot of people are worried that it's not going to evolve because it is an egg hatching and it's hatching too late. It's kind of like Ash's Phanpy a little bit, how it was caught before the 7th gym or hatched and caught before the 7th gym battle, and it only was used against Bryce, and it didn't really do much. It did beat a Machoke and a Slugma within the Silver Conference, but it didn't really do much, and so that's my biggest fear, is that they made a mistake giving Ash they didn't make a mistake giving Ash Noibat per se. They gave it with the wrong backstory. I think maybe Noibat should have been slightly handicapped or injured, and Ash healed it and developed it, and it could have helped it heal and fly, and then it would have been bonded, and then Ash could have caught a fairly strong Noibat, a fairly skilled Noibat. Right now, having Noibat be so newborn just doesn't really click with me because I feel like it's happening way too late. So like I said, I guess they really pushed there to be an egg Pokemon, and between Serena and Ash, I feel like Ash was probably their best choice because they probably really wanted Serena with an Eevee, but they didn't want to hatch from an egg because May had an Eevee from that same reason. So the interesting thing is we haven't even seen Noibat's egg. It's actually interesting to see um, if it'll actually look like Noibat. There was some speculation with Ash's Scraggy. A lot of people thinking it was Scraggy, and they were right. But there was also a possibility of speculation that Ash's Scraggy's egg could have hatched into Sandile, and we actually saw the timid Sandile, and we're like, oh, Ash is going to get a Sandile or whatever within the things that were released, but as it turned out, it was actually Scraggy and everything, so that's interesting. So it'll be interesting to see what Noibat's egg. Hopefully it'll be like purple and black, or well, purple and was it lavender? And I think there's some black. What is that? Mauve, lavender. It's that very, very light purplish color that Noibat has. Yeah, I think it's lavender, and it has otherwise purple coloring. To lavender bat. Okay, I guess completely it's lavender, but I don't know. Its ears are very purple though. So yeah, it's like lavender coloring. So I'm expecting it to be like lavender and purple and maybe some black in there, possibly, and that would be very nice to see. But for the following episode, that was the capture. For the following episode, we get a Pokemon Sky battle, a relay battle. And I think they really did this just to show off that Ash does have 3 flying Pokemon. I think they know that Ash has 3 flying types, and they're just demonstrating this because in the following episode, there's a few images that I'll show you. One, Ash is holding Noibat, like it's a newborn hatched a Pokemon like it is, and it's like an adorable scene. And then there's the other part of that scan is Hawlucha with a ring around it. I don't think we see Fletchinder. Well, we kind of do see Fletchinder, but I don't think we see it holding a ring. And then there's another shot that I will show you, and it has Noibat flying basically, and it has a ring, and basically it is a relay. And if you don't know what relay matches are, because maybe you just haven't come across, a relay match is basically well, if we use the human version of a relay match, they usually have a baton, and what happens is a runner will run a certain distance and hand the baton to another runner, and they'll run a certain distance, and it'll keep going until the final runner will go through the finish line to complete it or whatever. That's basically what a relay race is. So I guess it's going to be a lot like that in terms of flying. What it's going to be, Ash is going to have 3 Pokemon that can fly. Or one Pokemon is going to have the ring around them. They're going to fly a certain distance and pass it off to another Pokemon or another flying Pokemon, and then they're going to pass it on. And I think this is going to keep going until I think Noibat may very well be the last flyer. So I think Ash may be relying on Fletchinder and Hawlucha's speed to get to Noibat before any of the other competitors, so that Noibat could possibly cross the finish lines, and as well as give it some great development to Noibat. But anyway, I just want to say Noibat so far, despite it not making any sense for why it's being a hatched Pokemon, Noibat otherwise would have been fine, but being an egg Pokemon just isn't sitting well. But outside of that, what's really nice is how adorable and cute Noibat is. I mean, I figured it could be cute and adorable, but man, I fully expect the shoulder shot. The one thing that before the XY series really started, and I was really kind of hoping that Ash would get Noibat, whenever we did get Noibat confirmed within the games, with all those leaks that happened during the XY series, I'm sure you heard about it, where people were getting copies of the XY series early, and they were releasing, and then Noibat was finally in the games. And I thought about, hey, that would be a really cool Pokemon with Ash because it evolved into Noivern, and Ash was always excited about Alexa's Noivern and stuff of that nature. So I thought, yeah, it would be really cute to have Ash with the Noibat, and it would be really cute to have it just sitting on Ash's shoulders and making its Noibat noises and looking very happy and excited, and that would have been the most adorable thing that possibly could have ever happened. Speaking of which, I still prefer Phantup, but right now I just don't think they can make Phantup as adorable as Noibat. I think Noibat wins in that department. If this was a Phantup egg, then all bets are off, but since it's not a Phantup egg and a Noibat, it looks like Noibat, if Ash were to get a Phantup, hypothetically speaking, I think Noibat is just a little bit more cute and adorable just because what it is a baby, it is a newborn, so it's going to have that adorable, cute personality that it has. And I just don't think, no matter what they do for Phantup, I just don't think Phantup is going to quite be cute and adorable. Phantup will still be cute and adorable by itself, but I don't think they can give it a personality that would be able to overpower Noibat being a newborn Pokemon, or a newly hatched Pokemon anyway. So, I don't think there's anything more to say about these episodes. Just wanted to make this video to show you the images that have been shown so far. Yeah, after I make this, they're going to show another image of the video or the episode. So anyway, I think this pretty much covers it. I'm still trying to figure out why they gave Noibat to Ash the way they did. And like I said, I really hope that it's because they're going to super develop Noibat really fast. They're going to give it moves, strong moves, Draco Meteor, Outrage, or Dragon Pulse, and that it'll hopefully evolve into Noivern before the league. Anyway, this pretty much covers this particular video. Thank you for watching. I'm Dustin Benzel. Wait, hold on. Something's not right here. Oh, hey, sorry to interrupt, but this is important. I already tried to make this particular thing, but I guess I have to do it again. So anyway, there is some more information about Noibat that needs to be discussed. Alright, so first off, there is an image. It's just like a standalone image with a summary. It has Hawlucha and Noibat in it, and it says Ash gets a Noibat that hatches from a Pokemon egg, but it seems it's not very good at flying. Then we have a scan of a whole bunch of pictures, which I'll leave it on as I talk about them. Let me just do the blurbs real quick. Ash befriends a Noibat, but it's a poor flyer. Noibat are dragon flying type that take pride in their speed and are reliable Pokemon to battle, or at least that's supposed to be the case. The group befriends the Noibat that hatches from the egg, but incredibly, this Noibat still can't fly very well. Does that mean it can't battle yet either? I already tried doing this, but since the audio failed in my other video that I was trying to make, I was making a joke that even the magazine scan knows that there's something wrong with giving Ash a Pokemon that can't battle. It better evolve into Noivern. It better. Okay, anyway. Everyone joins in and helps with its training. Incredibly, this Noibat still can't fly very well. Does that mean it can't battle yet either? Everyone joins in and helps with its training. Ash, hang in there, Noibat. You can do it. Apparently that's my Ash voice. It's trademark. Don't copy me. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's what Ash sounds like. Hang in there, Noibat. You can do it. Hey, wait a minute. That sounds like your normal voice. Been found out. Anyway, then we have 4 blurbs here. It desperately follows after Pikachu as it runs, but It just can't fly and ends up falling. Aww. It's a real crybaby. Noibat possesses a powerful supersonic. When it starts crying, it hurts everyone. I realize that now. I realize what's going on. What? Before, I didn't know what was going on. No, I mean, before, when I tried to make this video, as I've said before, I mentioned supersonic, and I don't like it because it is supersonic and it confuses. I mentioned Palpitoad in this other video, or this other clip, segment, or whatever you want to call it. And I said how wrong it was because the thing that I hated with Supersonic with Palpitoad is that I wish it had been hyper voice, but I was happy with Screech. And I know Ash's Gliscor used Screech in a one-off battle when it started to learn Fire Fang, but that wasn't really a very good wasn't a very good example of a Pokemon with Screech. And the also reason why I don't like it is because Screech would have made more sense into hurting everyone over Supersonic. I realize Supersonic would have been great and everything, and I'm gonna have to make this joke again, and but I'm sure it would have been hilarious to see Ash smacking into a tree out of confusion as a result of Supersonic. I don't think that's going to happen, though. So, unfortunately, I don't really like Supersonic. I really wish it would have been Screech. You know, because at least then that would explain to everyone, like, trying to put their fist in their ears so they don't bleed. But I guess Supersonic, in terms of anime, as well would do that. But anyway, moving on. Noibat loves sweet fruit. It has extremely sharp senses and can instantly tell which fruit are sweet. And if you see, and along with the skin, which will be up for a little bit longer, but you'll see one of the images of Noibat eating a apple-pear combination thingy, whatever you want to call that. It looks like an apple, but it has the coloring of a pear. Unless apples have pear coloring, then it might be an apple. Or it could just be what it said, sweet fruit. It's sweet fruit! You know, the fruit that's called sweet fruit, you get it at the store. Hey, I'd like a pound of sweet fruit. Okay, alright, thank you. Okay, so yeah, you see all these images that you've seen that as I was talking. We got Noibat trying to fly and crying. Everyone's covering their ears. We got Ash pumped. In the top left corner, we have Ash holding an egg that's glowing. And then we see a little bit of the sky relay with Hawlucha, Fletchinder, and Staravia. It's kind of funny in that Staravia Fletchinder shot, it looks like Staravia and Fletchinder are looking exactly like them. So apparently Ash's Staraptor devolved, came back, and now there's a rivalry between Staravia and Fletchinder. Just kidding. Also, of course, in that image, there's Ninjask, Altaria, and Swanna. Hawlucha's there. We have a shot of Pelipper with a ring around its face, as well as a Noibat with a ring around its face. Apparently, all the blurbs that I did is just for the Noibat hatching episode, so a lot of this other information that's here is also for the Sky Relay, but I'm not really sure if that's anywhere, because Cerebi forums, for whatever stupid reason, does not have a separate thread for the Sky Relay battle. At least as far as I'm aware. Nope. Yeah, because 76 is the Wind, Egg, and Noibat, but then 77, 78 is that 1 hour special or whatever. But maybe we'll go here. Oh, okay. Alright, so anyway, okay, no. Okay, here we go. Other side with all the Sky Relay things. Okay, so we have Noibat participates in a Pokemon Sky Relay. Will it really be okay? This is a contest where groups of 3 flying type Pokemon compete in terms of speed. Noibat still can't fly properly, but it's the only Pokemon that can compete. Oh, left, that can compete. Oh, okay, because there needs to be 3 Pokemon. Okay, there we go. Well, the results of the training show Noibat has been taught how to fly by Fletchinder and Hawlucha. Will these 3 be able to pass the baton to each other and make it to the goal? That's not a baton. It's a ring. It's a hoop. A baton, it looks like a stick. It's not a baton. I know I already said what a relay is, probably in this video. I don't remember when I said baton, but I know it's like that, but it's a hoop, a ring, whatever. The trio of Fletchender, Halucha, and Noibat take the challenge. Ash's 3 partners that are capable of flying are participating. Aim for victory. What, Pikachu can't fly? Come on. I'm sure it can learn that electromagnetism attack or whatever it was. Anyway, a suspicious-looking Pelipper is participating as well. No matter what, the Pelipper sure looks weird. Who could have? It could only have been them. Be careful now. Wait, do you mean... Is that not really a Pelipper? Oh, maybe it's some sort of... Oh, I get it. There's a hole in Pelipper's wings. So, basically, it's Team Rocket. But basically... it's Team Rocket, apparently. And they created a fake... not Inkay. Yeah, they made a fake Inkay. Inkay is a different name of saying Pelipper, if you didn't know. Just kidding. So, Meowth is probably in that Pelipper machine controlling it or whatever. I have no idea what Team Rocket are doing here. I understand James likes Poke-A-Ringer, but this isn't exactly a Poke-A-Ringer type of thing, so whatever. Anyway, I think that covers it. Oh, this is longer than my other video. Whoops, I guess I had to talk about the Sky Relay. So that covers all the new information about Noibat in particular. Any other particular information on other episodes is going to have to wait to another video. So, let's see if I can do this again, since I already interrupted myself. So, without further ado, thank you for watching. I'm Dustin Benzel, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.